Hey guys, my name is Budodude. Just want to take a few minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, to show you my app that I developed for Path of Exile 2. It's called StashSage. You can download it at my GitHub website, rheinze08.github.io/stashsage. I think it's a really useful tool. I'm going to show you really quickly how I use it. And on this website, I'll provide a separate video that actually goes through the installation, just to make it very clear. But there's some simple instructions as to how to install it on Windows. I give you some very high-level feedback on how you can use it in the game. Again, it's just an overlay. It doesn't actually interact with the game at all. And some of the visualizations that you can see, some of the screenshots of the app in action, some of the benefits you can expect to receive yourself. And lastly, I have a setup guide here for building your own Discord bot. It's very, very simple. It should take just a few minutes, and trust me, once you set it up, it's going to be worth a ton of value to you. Super easy, and I love getting notifications on Discord overnight or while I'm AFK about different offers I'm getting for different items, so that way I can know which items I need to update the prices of when I get back to my PC. So just as a high level, you're going to download the installer. It's going to be a zip file, and then you're going to go to your downloads. Sorry, let me do this separately. You're going to go to your downloads folder here, and you're going to unzip or extract that file. It's going to be this application, this installer. You can just extract it straight to your downloads. And make sure before you run it that you scan it with Microsoft Defender so that it doesn't give you any sort of errors or blocks you or anything like that. And from there, it's very simple to install. So once you install the application, you're going to add a little Windows shortcut. Just going to open it here. The version you have access to won't have this console. I just have this console up for debugging purposes. It takes about 10-15 seconds to load up the app. There's no splash screen or anything like that, so you might not be aware that it's loading. Just give it a few minutes. It's not super snazzy like Sidekick or anything like that. It's a very lightweight application. It's intended to be very lightweight, minimal resource requirements, and just to provide you with instant information that can be really valuable to you to make really fast decisions, so you don't waste time managing your stash in this game. So when you load up the application, all you need to do is select your client. I personally play on the GGG client, and it'll activate this GGG log location. It does not have my Discord user ID in there or bot token because I installed this from the installer. But once I do, I can just easily, update. Let's say this is my Discord user ID. I'm just going to hit update settings, and it's done. Okay? So within the game, the way to use it, I play on a controller, so within the game, you can roll over an item with your controller or your mouse, and you can use the CTRL+Q hotkey. What that's going to do, it's going to bring up a overlay. It's, again, outside the game, so it's not affecting anything in the game. It's all within the toss. And it's going to provide you with a visualization, a graph of your offers that you've received for that item. This item, I've basically found it, crafted it, upgraded it, and threw it on. It's never been listed in my stash, so I have no trade history. And in this second box, it's going to show you your trade offers, your last 5. And in this third box down here, it's going to give you a general price prediction for that item. The different color scales are red, yellow, and green. Red being the lowest value items, yellow being medium value items, and green being high value items. So this basically saying is that based on my model, I'm 80% confident that you can price this item in the 25 to 275 exalted orbs range, and that's on par with other similar items that you'll see in the trade website with similar mods, etc. Okay, so let's pick an item where I actually have some interesting history, potentially. So if we go to this +3 melee skills that I found in the Lake of Calandra or whatever, if it only has 3 mods on it, but they're really good mods, right? What are these? They're oops, sorry, one second. They are T9, T9, and T3, so really high value mods. And here you can see the Divine's price that I've gotten. I've had this item listed for about 2 to 3 weeks now. And the last, so the first offer I received was on 5/4, May 4th. So it's been 16 days, and since then I've slowly been ramping up the price of the item. So if I'm ever, confused, or I unlist the item on accident and then I have to relist it, or if I take a break from the game and I want to come back, it's very easy to catch up on where was the status of this item the last time I was trying to sell it. So what you'll notice though is that for this neck, there is no price prediction. So in the beta version of StashSage, there are only 4 gear slots that have models built for them. That's the chest or the body armor, the gloves, the boots, and the helm. So neck or amulet, rings, offhands, weapons, they do not have models yet. I am very easily able to program them. However, it's a decent amount of work, and before I get to that, I want to make sure that my work's not wasted, and so I just want to see how much traction the application gets within the community. So if you want to see those happen, tell your friends, and let's get it going. Alright, so let me see. So that's one, and then there's this other set of gloves, which are pretty nice. Triple attack mods, pretty high value, rarity, 1 resistance, kind of sucks, but whatever, and then gain mana per enemy killed. It's always nice. And if I look at the overlay here with CTRL+Q, once again, it shows me my offer history. I've gotten offered twice, 2020. I probably didn't update it, and it seems like it's a fairly high value item, so that's why I listed it in the first place. What you'll notice is that if you go item by item, and it's very fast here, I can just hit escape and just go to the oops, sorry, using the wrong cursor, to the next item, and to the next item, and to the next item. What you'll notice is that there are never any red items. The red items are very easy to just throw away or reforge or whatnot. The one last item I'll show you that has an interesting history is this bow here. I started pricing it maybe say at 30 exalts, 25 exalts, but that item was obviously too low priced. It wasn't getting any visibility. Probably some players thought, oh, this is just a fake post, he's not going to sell it. They were right, but at the same time, I don't know how much it's worth straight up. So that's why StashSage is very useful, because it can help you for the items that have pricing predictions, help you to figure out where you should start. You might think, oh, maybe this is a little too aggressive. Well, maybe it's not. You can really never know. So with this item, what we see is that I originally started pricing it in exalts, and so that's why this exalt price bounces around. I think maybe I changed it to 1 div at some point, and then I said, you know what, I'm not getting any more. Maybe I raised it to 2, I wasn't getting any more offers, and so I went back to pricing it, say, at 100 exalts or something like that. I thought maybe that 1 div offer was something that I'd missed, and I wasn't going to get it back, so I slowly ramped up. As you can see, over the last few days, it's ramped up now again to 3 divs, and that's all because of the ability to see my price history in both exalts and divines in this price chart here. So that's, I guess, one of the main features of StashSage is the ability to quickly query your in-game items for their pricing histories and price predictions where applicable for those 4 slots. The other thing I'll show you really quick is just how the Discord bot works. When you start the application, here I think I started it twice in a row because I was messing around with it. You can see StashSage bot is active and listening. And then whenever it's running on a cycle, and whenever it reads your logs and it runs on that frequency and it sees that you have a new trade offer that was recorded in your metadata, it will send you a ping and it will generate these same price visualizations. So you can see, for example, let's see, last night at 5:46 a.m. I was still sleeping and I got this trade request for Doom Loop Ruby Ring. Right, I've raised it over the last week or two from say 10 to 30, and now what I did first thing when I woke up, got to my computer and was logged in, is I went to this ring, Doom Loop Ruby Ring, and I raised the price a little bit, right? So, yeah. Of course, feel free to add comments, ask questions. I'm pretty excited about this app. I think it can make your trading and your in-game experience much more seamless, fruitful, efficient. You're not going to waste time As you can see as well, I only have 3 stash tabs that I have for market listing things. That's because I'm able to very quickly cull and weed out the really bad value items, because either I'll see that they have red tags on their pricing predictions and I know that they're bad, or I'll see that whatever price I've listed them at hasn't generated any offers, and I can pretty much just say, okay, I don't really know that this item is really worth it, I'm just going to sell it. So that's it for now. Thanks again for listening. Again, I'm Budodude. Come find me in my Discord chat. I'll put the details below, and looking forward to hearing your feedback on StashSage. Sorry that the quality of the video wasn't great. It's my first video that I filmed, but hopefully it transmitted and shared all the insights that I'd hoped it would. So thanks again, and look forward to gaming with you.